Welcome back. We're in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Jamil from Michael's on East. Wow, look at all this. What are we making?
We're making a beautiful Bacalhau Portuguese, which is means cod. So you got a beautiful black cod right here. Now this is one of the cool things when Michael was talking about earlier. When he goes to all these connoisseur clubs, adventures, he brings some, some of the ideas, and he challenged me to go ahead and, look at this picture. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take care of that.
Oh, good for you.
He does, trust me.
Has he ever brought you anything and you've said, no, we're not doing that?
No, as a matter of fact, everything he, they bring is actually very interesting. He knows what I like, and he knows what he likes. So,
right.
It's a collaboration.
It's got to be a lot of fun for you not to have to be a bored chef.
This would not even be a cool thing. So look, right here I got some fresh
hot
cod.
pan.
Very nice hot pan.
Yeah.
And what I'm using here is a Teflon pan because you don't want this to stick to the pan.
Oh, yes.
Because you're going to be using all this cod. Cod is a very delicate fish. Once it cooks, it falls apart.
I'll be honest, you don't usually see our fine chefs with Teflon pans, but it makes sense.
I know. And this one makes a lot of sense because what I'm going to do here, we're going to cook this. You see, I didn't even put any salt and pepper or anything like that. So I'm going to put it on the pan, and I'm going to salt it right inside there. The reason is because you don't want this guy to start bleeding anything else, so you want it to keep it, nice.
Moisture.
Keep it nice. So what I'm going to do here, usually it's a salted cod, but that takes like 3 days to process and all that crazy stuff. So we decided to use a nice fresh cod. So right here I got some sliced garlic, and this is the pan that you're going to do everything together.
Oh, I like that.
So,
all the flavors will melt.
All the flavor will match. What I'm doing is putting the garlic first because you want the garlic to start getting a little bit
Why does
flavor.
garlic smell so amazing?
I know.
Oh.
And then I'm doing here is I'm putting some lemon wedges so you can get a little bit of the citrus, flowing. And then we're going to start cooling it down by putting some tomatoes.
There's a science to this.
No, it's a very cool stuff. We're going to have some olives. So you get the olive. And one of the things that I'm trying to do here is to get all these ingredients in the pan so that the flavor starts losing because you're going to hardly move it.
Even without a lot of liquid.
Even without
we haven't really put any liquid in.
liquid in it. So what you do, the liquid is going to do is just basically steam it. So you can, and once you're done with this dish, it's basically going to be so flavorful, and the potatoes are already cooked.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure they get them in there. Get the flavors in there. See, and I'm not even moving anything. I'm just letting it. I'm just letting it.
Even on a really hot pan.
On a very hot pan. And that's the cool thing about the Teflon pan sometimes. And if you get it way too hot, and then you're going to burn everything. So right here is like a medium high.
Okay.
And if you can see, all the stuff is getting cooked very nicely.
Oh, the caramelization on that garlic is amazing.
So you got some roasted piquillo peppers right here, so you can see all the color.
Oh, this is looking beautiful.
Very traditional dishes, and the Portuguese cuisine, because they're on the coast like that, and so much, the seafood dishes are incredible.
So now I'm going to put a little extra salt for the vegetables to cook.
So Michael, do you go to a restaurant and they serve something like this and you think,
oh yeah,
take a
Terry will
picture
tell
and
you,
it gets sent
I'm taking
to Jamil?
a picture. I'm taking a picture of the menu.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll talk to the chef and they'll get insight into it, and
How
then
fun for you.
Bring it back and tell Jamil about it. And so many times I'll be having lunch at the bar and I won't get what I ordered. I'll get that dish that he recreated, and he hits it 95% of the time.
That's
maybe
amazing.
100, Jamil.
That's a good
I was going to say,
percentage.
the percentage is very high.
Because they probably don't tell you all the ingredients.
So
the chefs.
one thing I'm doing right here now, I'm flipping the fish. Right, so it's
I love
flipping
the
that
color.
one
It did
side.
not burn. Look at that. It's golden.
It is golden. You see the vegetables are still not moving.
Yep.
Right? So here's
So you want that color on
yeah.
everything.
And then we got some beautiful white wine here, and this is where we're going to get the vegetable nice and steamed. So you make sure you get it all around it. And make sure there's a nice liquid because you're going to simmer this to finish cooking the vegetables and all the flavors.
Wow.
Right?
This is smelling good.
So simple. The aromas and the flavors you can tell are just amazing.
Now, originally, I like to put a little bit of butter in some of the dishes because it gives it a nice little fat into it, right here. And then you can see all the vegetables are going to be nice al dente. They're going to be nice and fresh, and it's going to.
A little butter always helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little butter.
That's how we get our sauces.
Right. And then I got some virgin olive oil here, which you just want to put around there so all the flavor comes together. And then just let it cook.
How long do we cook it?
You cook it until about 3 minutes. Make sure that the fish is all the way cooked, but you know, from the butter, it's actually the bulk of the
It
sauce.
smells
He makes
amazing.
it look so easy, doesn't he?
You know what, though? You can smell it, and you can enjoy this. This is a Portuguese cod, and it is on this month's Epicurean Adventure at Michael's on East. Every month is a new international flavor, from Michael's travels to Chef Jamil's talents, and it's truly a way to experience cuisine from all around the world. Michael, what a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, Chef Jamil. Beyond a pleasure. We are going to dig in soon. It's Friday. Have a wonderful, safe, and happy weekend. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view.